Yo, what's up, everybody? How is it going? So today we have yet another Rain World Bingo match in our Rain World Bingo tournament, where this match today we have the Cycle, which is Supervillain Joe and Eerie, going up against the Forbidden, which is Pablo Bonk and Kochi. And so I am your first commentator. I am Sheldon. And Snow, if you would like to,
Snow.
Yo, what's up? So
So
exciting bingo match today. Hopefully we'll see great performance from both teams. Hopefully they go neck and neck, and we have an interesting bingo match today. So we obviously will be starting off today with the Wheel of Slugcats, where we will be rolling a random Slugcat character to play as for the duration of the match. And so Snow, if you had anything you wanted to contribute, perhaps?
well, as we can see, we have the two vetoes for the Sluggets. One of the teams vetoed Hunter, and the other one did veto Artificer, which is interesting choice. It seems like they don't want to play combat-focused cats.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I know Artie and Hunter, like, they tend to have very difficult creature spawns. And so, usually when those Slugcats are rolled, it's easy to get stuck in a death loop, which makes it very challenging to make progress in the bingo match. And so, it makes sense that people are vetoing those characters because they don't want to have to deal with, like, scav combat or whatever, so... So I know I'm personally not super familiar with like which Slugcats each team is comfortable with, but we're first rolling the. There's no way. There's no way.
Gourmand Gaming.
Oh my god! There's no way. Actually, this is insane. So, for those of you in the audience who are not aware, I personally really like the Gourmand character, and I really like to talk about crafting combos incessantly. So this will be, I guess, a very interesting match for me to analyze, and I can like help break down like what crafting combos people could theoretically go for as they're like roaming about the map. And so this is so awesome. This is great.
Yes, I can confirm Sheldon is a gourmand expert on the crafting recipes. So I will give you the stage whenever we are talking about crafting recipes. Otherwise,
Awesome.
I do not mind gourmand. I do enjoy playing gourmand.
Yeah, Gourmand is definitely like an interesting character. Like he's fun in a lot of ways that you can just like crush creatures or like slide into lizards to stun them, and you know just silly gimmicks like that. I do personally think Gourmand is kind of annoying to play in some combat situations because he does tire out very easily, especially because I think in general he tires out more easily when there's like threats nearby, which is like the one time you don't want him to like grow sleepy and tired on you. And so it's definitely a very unique Slugcat character. And then the crafting mechanic is obviously like kind of like overly complicated. It's like really silly how complicated crafting is, because there's like 300 plus different combinations that you could use depending on like what items you have available to you at the time. So very excited to see this match.
Yeah.
This is based. Yeah.
And if you are memorizing like even just a fraction of the crafting recipes, you are already having a huge advantage over the other team or other players.
Yeah, that's true. Like, oh, okay, so we're moving on to the bingo board and the stat screen over here. So, all right, so we got Team 1 and Team 2 on the columns over here. It looks like, I don't know, Team 1 seems to get more squares on average than Team 2 does. So I don't know, maybe that means that like Team 1 is just generally more competent with bingo or something. I don't know, bruh. But anyway, Snow, did you want to start on reading out the bingo board goals?
Sure. So the first goal they need to complete is get the Hunter passage. Then they need to earn 66 points, points in one cycle. They need to get the Subterranean Safari unlock, eat 5 Karma Flowers, and get the Shady Deco.
Yep. Okay, starting on second row, we have craft 6 mushrooms, bomb, or no, that's kill a grapple worm with a bomb. Then enter shoreline, get 200 kill points in total, and then looks like bomb the farmer's toll and pass it.
Next up, they need to drop a Vulture Grab into the Depths Pit. They need to befriend the Pink Lizard. They need to kill a Vulture Grab with a Bubble Fruit.
No, that's a singularity bomb. Oh my god.
Oh, is it a singular?
Yeah, that's a singularity bomb.
That's a slight overkill. That's a slight overkill. Then they need to kill Noodlefly. Is it an infant one or an adult one?
That's a baby one. Yeah.
They need to kill the infant Noodlefly with a Scav Bomb, and they need to store 2 Watcher Mask in any shelter.
Awesome sauce. So then starting on row number 4, we have grab the Scavenger Bomb Arena unlock, take a white Squidcata through 2 gates, trade 25 trading points to a Scavenger Merchant, carry, I guess, a Farmer's Pearl over to Looks to the Moon, and then kill a snail with a fire egg. This is silly.
A lot of crafting kills. And the final row is they need to kill 1 centipede with a Scav Bomb. They need to eat 5 Watcher Grubs. They need to craft 4 Flashbangs, collect the Pipe Yard Pearl, Color Pearl, and collect the Drainage System Safari unlock.
Alright, so right off the bat, I'm seeing multiple goals that involve killing creatures with bombs or throwing bombs at like the Farmer's Toll. Should mention that that item is pretty easy to craft generally. There's a lot of regions that spawn with firecracker bushes. Some regions don't, but you can do firecracker bush plus a rock to get a bomb pretty easily. And even if you don't have access to firecracker bushes, anytime you use Gourmand's regurgitation ability, he has roughly a 50% chance of barfing up either a bat fern, a bubbleweed, a firecracker, or just straight up a bomb. And then the first 3 items you can turn into a bomb by just combining them with either 2 rocks or 1 rock, depending on the item. So pretty easy to craft those. Pretty easy to craft the flashbangs too. Like literally you walk into any region that has blue fruits, just do blue fruit plus flashbang. Will get you the flashbang really easily. So I'd imagine that goal will probably get taken up very early on the match, depending on where they spawn, of course, because there's a few regions that don't have blue fruits nearby. So yeah, I'm also seeing
Other than that,
yeah, you go ahead.
I like to talk about the preferred region for both of the teams, which the cycle is having shoreline and the forbidden is having subterranean. And the board has goals in both of those regions. It will be interesting to see if the teams do tend to go to those regions or not.
Yeah, I mean,
because
it definitely
they are
depends,
on the opposite side of the map.
Definitely depends, because there's like a lot of goals on here that you could get in basically any region just because you can like craft the items yourself. like you can craft a baby noodlefly, you can craft a vulture grub. Those items are a little bit more complicated to make, and I'd probably only talk about them in detail if like runners walk into a room or a region that has like good combos for it. Like for instance, you can use mushroom plus bubble fruit to make a noodlefly egg. Noodlefly egg is like one of the primary ingredients for vulture grubs, because you need to do like either noodlefly egg or seed plus like lantern, flashbang, or vulture mask. Usually lantern or flashbang being the easier ones to get a hold of. So definitely a lot of if players know their crafting combos really well, then there's definitely opportunities for them to just get these goals wherever they want. So it really is just a combat or a crafting oriented board in general.
Yeah, now to look at it, I am currently looking at the third row, and everything is craftable, but the pink lizard. Which is
Yeah,
interesting.
you cannot craft pink lizards, unfortunately. That is true. Yeah, and also, again, depending on the region you're in, grapple worms, you could craft a grapple worm pretty easily from that square B2. If you are in a room with baby centipedes, you can just do like what I like to call the centipede sandwich combo, which is like a baby centipede plus a rock plus a baby centipede. So it's like the two baby centipedes are like the pieces of bread, and then the rock is like in the middle. That's a really, really easy way to make a grapple worm. There's also lots of other combinations that do work, because most of the ingredients for making grapple worm use like fungus or spore-like items, which have a lot of ways to craft those. So anyway, we are starting the bingo match, and we'll see what shelter they are spawning in.
Seems like Farmer A is the starting region.
Oh, Farm Race has like naturally spawning noodlefly eggs, so again, you could do like noodlefly egg plus like maybe find a way to craft a lantern or a flashbang, make like a vulture grub, hatch it into baby noodleflies. Like there's stuff that you can do right here at the beginning. And also bat flies. Bat flies are like, yeah. You go ahead.
Yeah, if I am correct, there should be noodleflies immediately in the next room to the starting shelter.
Just like barf up a bat
I
fur
think
and combine it with two
if-
rocks and then just throw a bomb at it. It's so goofy, bro. Either way, I guess this is, I'm wondering to see if any runners will grab the Farmer Rays pearl, maybe store it in their stomach to bring to Moon later, since they are pretty close to it. Might be a good move to just prepare for that ahead of time. And then obviously they're also fairly close to Subterranean as well. I know there's a few Subterranean goals like the Safari unlock and the throw Vulture Grub down the pit. I should mention that since runners are in farm arrays, they can make use of another one of my personal favorite combos, which is the Spore Puff sandwich, which is, you know, Spore Puff plus Rock plus Spore Puff. That is a great way to make a gooey duck. And for all of you who know gooey duck mechanics and how they work, you can use gooey ducks to pass through wormgrass without the wormgrass killing you. So if runners are trying to get to Subterranean, that's a great combo to keep in mind. Yep. So I see Kochi and Erie are both heading towards the Farmery's toll right now, probably thinking of grabbing hold of a bomb and then bombing that toll. Of course, I see Pablo Bonk is going towards maybe like the Subterranean path, so we'll probably see them split up here very shortly. Yeah, unfortunately, okay, there's also no like scab merchant in this region, so they're kind of wouldn't be able to get that square right away. One other interesting thing is Farmarays is one of the few regions that does not have very many blue fruits to speak of. It only has like a few blue fruits and like one, maybe two rooms. So crafting the flashbangs for the flashbang goal actually be somewhat difficult in this case. Although, of course, I know Pubblebonk is, of course, if Pubblebonk is heading towards Subterranean, I know the middle of like that wormgrass room, if you go down below, there's some blue fruits near the shelter, and you can just like craft a flashbang and then like keep crafting it together with rocks again and again to turn it from like a flashbang into a lantern into another flashbang and just like keep repeating that until you finish the goal by crafting it 4 times in a row. So reading chat, and yeah, I still think that killing grub with singularity bomb is such a it's such a like crazy square. That's so funny to me. But of course, if runners do choose to go for those squares later on in the match, they will of course be sacrificing the eating the karma flowers. So there is definitely a trade-off between both of those things. But yeah, so far it's basically not a whole lot happening because everyone's just kind of in Farmarays and is probably preparing for like the few Farmarays goals that are present here. Otherwise, probably just taking care of a few goals here and then just trying to like make their way out of Farmarays because there's only a few goals in this region, so don't want to stay here forever. Okay, I think we are back. The streams are loading in at the moment. So I guess just give them a second to load in. Okay, so I think we're back. So minor technical issue, but hopefully it does not happen again in the future. We'll see. Yeah, so runners are just paused right now. I think Game Master will be telling them to unpause here soon, and then you'll see them hopefully continue rummaging around Farmarays and like, you know, rummaging for goals and things.
Seems like all of them are closer to Subterranean, but since we just started the game, I wouldn't really say it's sure that all of them is heading to Subterranean.
Yeah, no, I feel like Erie is definitely on the path to the Scav Toll, so they're probably thinking about that goal. Of course, I wonder if they know about the regurgitation mechanic for, yeah, to be able to make a Scav Bomb, because I know there's not a whole lot of crafting ingredients in Farmarays, because it's like mostly Spore Puffs for the most part, and not much else. So I wonder if anyone's gonna think of like, oh, another thing you could do is like, there's vulture grubs in Farmarays. You could also do like vulture grub plus 2 rocks to get a flashbang. Is another way to get that square if you wanted to like go for it. Okay, it seems we might be having issues with the bingo board. Perhaps might be a chance that we need to restart the match. We'll see.
Until then, a fun fact. The only crafting recipe I confidently know how to make is the Singularity Bomb.
The best crafting combo. Honestly, it's the only one that you like, I guess, need to know, at least for like meme purposes. Like, I don't know, it's such a silly item, in my opinion.
Yeah. It's going to be a pure overkill, that goal. Just a poor Vulture Grub.
Yeah, I can't wait to see if someone eventually goes for that in the future. That's gonna be an interesting sight to see.
Also, it could be a tactical one. Like, if you're using the Vulture Grab, attracting multiple Vultures, then throwing the singularity bomb to get points. Because we have both getting global points and in one cycle.
Oh, that's such a good idea. You could get like vulture masks in like a single shelter that way too. But yeah, this is like
Yeah.
this is what makes Gourmand like what gives Gourmand such a high skill ceiling in my opinion is because there's so many things that you can do with crafting that it's hard to like come up with the best way of doing something. Like, I don't know, usually when I think of crafting, it's just like there's so many things that you can do that I just kind of get overwhelmed by like, oh hey, I could do this. Hey, I could also do this. Like, I don't know. But it's fun. Crafting is fun.
Yeah. Yes. But especially if you know the recipes or just a fragment of them. Otherwise, you're just sitting over there looking through the table, trying to find the recipe you are trying to craft, and then you realize you cannot find one of the items. You need to find the crafting recipe for that one too.
Yeah, no, it's definitely easy to get like
Can be
analysis
time-consuming.
paralysis for it, yeah. But if all else fails, like it's always good to just know basic combos. Eerie dying at the scav toll. No. Was not able to pass it
Unfortunate.
successfully. They got stabbed. This is a very sad situation and very rough for them.
Yeah, it's always difficult when you have to bomb the scaffold and then you have to pass it. Since you are angering the scabs.
Yeah, true. I'm not sure if they had a pearl that they had crafted in order to pass the toll peacefully, but I think usually the strat for that is like give them a pearl and then pass the toll, and then after you pass the toll, you like go back and bomb it and then take the shortcut. Is usually the safest way to do it, but I'm guessing something had gone wrong on Erie's screen and they weren't able to pull through, so.
Obelmonk is waiting for the deer. He just doesn't want to show up.
Taking the safe route, I guess. Because, I mean, again, they could craft a gooey duck in this situation, but if they're not familiar with the crafting recipe or not familiar with, like, how to use the gooey duck properly, then yeah, it's definitely safer to just take the intended route.
Joe did lock in the killing the fly with the scav bomb.
Yo, we love to see it. Killing them in the most explosive way possible. We love explosions. They're pretty fire.
Oh, there's a deer for Obelmonk.
Yep. And now Pobblebonk goes soaring through the wormgrass fields. Into the sunset, as they say. Trying to think what other crafting goals people could go for in farm raise. I know there's a lot of naturally spawning like vulture grubs kind of on the path from here to like outskirts area, and so they could get eat vulture grub square potentially. You're taking another death, I think, to a lizard in a tunnel. Again, unfortunately. and the start is not going well for them right now, so this is a very tough situation to be in.
Yes. Also, there's a great opportunity for Pablo Wong to start some crafting recipes since he's shattering in the shatter, which has like 4 popcorn plants, which means you
The
can
gambling
get
room.
infinite amount of items.
Yo, we love hitting bombs with
Yes.
centipedes. I like how the first 2 squares that were locked in on this
Getting
board were the 2 violent squares, the explosive ones. Supervillain Joe also at a popcorn plant and is probably trying to gamble their way to success right now, maybe. Yeah, which also another interesting thing to mention is
Gorman is
that
not just fun.
yeah,
Gorman is not just fun to play, but it's also gambling.
yeah, which I mean,
to love Gorman.
yeah. The humble gameplay of just sitting at a popcorn plant until you get the items that you want. It's like what Sparkbreeze is saying in chat. Like, I love gambling. We love gambling. Let's go gambling. All right, Pablo Bonk feeding the deer person is about to go blast off into the sunset again. Yeah, I'm also interested to see if any runners decide to get the vulture masks by killing vultures, or if they decide to craft the vulture masks. Because you can also do, I believe it's Karma Flower plus Vulture Grub to get a vulture mask. Kind of an expensive combo, because again, it costs a Karma Flower to do that, but it is another potential option. Probably be easier to just kill them, but depends on what runners decide to do.
Yeah, it seems like it's easier to craft, but also we cannot ignore that killing the vulture for the mask is also a point for the boss.
Oh yeah, that's true. Because again, they have vulture grubs already. They have they could also do vulture cheese if they really wanted to. So up to them. It looks like Pablo Bonk is trying to go backwards the way they came. Maybe they're trying to go back to like some of the items in the room earlier. Or maybe they have some other plan that we do not know of. Or something.
Interesting choice to go back.
Oh, it looks like... Oh, apparently Supervillain Joe just passed the toll. I didn't see if they had bombed it or not, but I assume they probably at least were thinking about it, if they didn't already go for it.
And if they are shattering over there, yeah, they did bomb the toll. It was right.
Awesome sauce. Kind of
And since they
unfortunate
are
that...
shattering over there, one of the first under that shatter.
Yeah, that's just the easiest one to go for, that's true. Man, also fun fact, the room that Supervillain Joe is like sheltering in, down at the bottom, it's actually pretty reasonable to craft a grapple worm from there. I think the combo is Firecracker plus Blue Fruit, and you combine, or not Blue Fruit, Firecracker plus Batfly, and combine that with Rock plus Batfly plus Firecracker, and that will give you a grapple worm, and you can like climb all the way up to the top. The Firecracker plus Batfly gives you and then Mushroom plus Firecracker gives you Centipede. So you're basically doing Beehive plus Centipede to get a grapple worm in that case, and you can use that to climb up all the way from the bottom of that room to the top of the room if you ever like want to do that for any particular room.
Sounds like a plan.
Dude, that's one of my like.
From
Yeah.
there, they're pretty close to outskirts from there, so we might see someone leaving farm race.
Awesome sauce. Hopefully we get to see some like flashbang crafting action come in. Yeah, I feel like flashbangs in general are like I feel like flashbangs kind of have the same like they're similar to jellyfish in the sense that they only appear in like a select few regions, but it's actually like quite a generally useful item in terms of combat because flashbangs you can use to blind basically any creature that relies on vision. So not just Myrospirds, but also creatures like scavengers. I'm pretty sure it works on centipedes too, dropwigs, monster kelp, really just a lot of things. And then of course jellyfish you can use to stun a lot of creatures. You can use it to stun like vultures or red lizards, Myrospirds, etc., etc. So very underrated items that if you're really trying to craft them, then you can get like more action with them as gourmand because you can make them basically anywhere.
Yeah. Oh, we probably won't end the deer caravan.
There's like a oh my god, it's like a caravan of deers on Bubblebunk's screen. I forget the name for it, but it's like when you're at a party with friends and you all like form a line with like holding the shoulders of the person in front of you, and then you're just like walking everywhere. That's what I'm thinking in my head when I look at that.
Yeah, from the line.
Oh, the conga line. Okay, thank you, Risk of Lobsters, for the clarification. It is a conga line of deers. Kochi's going for the... Oh no! Kochi missed the jump to the pearl, unfortunately, but...
Oh. To wait for the end of the cycle and do the gut swim with gourmand.
They probably won't. I imagine they'll probably quit out, maybe, unless they didn't shelter, in which case they might just give up on the goal. Oh, Supervillain Joe?
Going back there
Okay.
the other way. Yeah.
Supervillain Joe has a hazer that they brought with them. Oh, I guess... Wait, what happened to the hazer? Oh, maybe they ate it? I don't know. I'm not
Maybe
sure.
the slug pup ate it.
Maybe. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah. Could they be trying to craft with it? Could they be trying to craft flashbangs? I know you can do hazer plus, I think it's 3 rocks to get a flashbang. Maybe.
Joe already has progress on the flashbangs. I have seen that.
Oh, I see.
I am not sure how many do they have, but they have progress.
Or maybe trying to craft a snail. I know it's possible to make a snail using a hazer, but usually use like maybe hazer plus lantern is one way to do it. Would probably be the easiest way to make a snail if that's what he's trying to do. Oh, someone in chat is saying hazer's good for pink lizards, so maybe that's square too. Who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does look like runners are paused again right now, so maybe we're just waiting for someone might be having like technical issues and we're just waiting for them to, I guess, like have it fixed or something, so it gives runners more time to plan out their next move.
Indeed. Or maybe to look at the crafting recipes.
Yeah. Bro, crafting is like, oh, I
would
know I personally like crafting a lot, but I feel like it's one of the most like unnecessarily complicated parts of Rain World. It's like why does there have to be so many like arbitrary crafting combos? And then in a setting like this, it's like a lot of them you actually kind of need to know to play like a really high level. So it's like it's fun, but it's also messed up, I feel. Yeah, I'm curious to see actually. I know there's pink lizards in farm arrays, but I don't know if there's any that spawn near where Joe is right now. Maybe they're just trying to take it to outskirts, honestly. Could be. I don't know. There's, again, lots of things that you can do as Gourmand in these situations, so hard to say what goals they're going for. Yeah, at this point, I feel like it's best to just leave farm arrays because most of the goals are getting taken up, and well, farm arrays is not the best place to craft most items, just because everything is mostly like spore puffs with like some vulture grubs and like firecrackers, but like I mean in general, there's just not a lot to work with, so. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna stop stream for a moment. We are switching stream text at the moment, so it will take us just maybe a few minutes to get that sorted out. So we will be back very shortly. All right, I think we are live again. I'm checking the Twitch page. Yeah, it looks like stream is online again. So just for future people working on the video, there was a cut in this match. So this match has been cut into 2 streams, just to clarify for people making video for this. But anyway, we have most of the runners have unpaused at this time and are again making their way to all the corners and ends of this region trying to get out of here. It's been 20 minutes already and no one has left farm arrays yet, so I mean that's Gourmand in a nutshell. So do be like that.
The blue team is pretty close to leave the region. Both of them are very close to a karma gate.
Yo, Pablo Blanc is on their way right now over to subterranean, as they say. So I can only imagine. Yeah. Oh, okay, so supervillain Joe managed to, I think that was the scavenger bomb unlock in the scavenger stash is what they picked up, and then looks like they've just been munching on the vulture grubs up until this point. So looks like 2 more goals locked in for red team.
At this point, blue team only has 2 more available bingos. One of them is being column C, and the other one is the diagonal from E1 to A5.
Yeah, definitely a tough spot for blue team. Blue team's probably going to have to start thinking about blocking bingos here in the near future. I know red team has mostly just been going for squares kind of all over the board right now, so there's no clear bingo line from red team right now, but blue team is definitely behind, and so they will need to be careful that red team does not set up a bingo line and then try and go for it.
You can get it. If blue is going for bingo, they need to get the singularity bomb. The funny goal.
The funny goal, oh my god, I want to see that so bad. That's just like peak comedy. Just like that, and like I don't know, just I don't know, imagine like killing a batfly or something too with a singularity bomb. It's just like it is such overkill, and I just love it.
Yo, the first
Super.
region. The first one leaving the region is Pobblebonk, going to sub.
Just saw Joe eat a caramel lizard in that room earlier. I bet it tasted like the caramel icing that you put on like ice cream or whatever. It's gotta. Just like respect the namesake. Erie passing the scav toll. It looks like they probably paid the toll, maybe? I'm not sure, but they're making their way through regardless. That scavenger does not like Erie. Does not like Erie at all. They're probably passing illegally, I think. They do be like that. Yep. Kochi making their way to... Yeah. Yo, we love Karma Flower. Oh my god, this area of subterranean is actually really good for Karma Flowers because there's one there and then there's like another Karma Flower like 2 rooms to the right or something. It's kind of hard to get to from this position because you'd have to like climb up the ravine a little bit, but it is there and you can eat it if you get up there. So this might put Pubblebonk ahead for that goal, which we love to see. That, and also I'm wondering if Pubblebonk either has a vulture grub in their stomach or if they plan to craft a vulture grub later on. Because I'm thinking, what are the best ways to craft a vulture grub in this situation? I know you could do like Karma Flower plus like mushroom to get a noodlefly egg, and then might have to do like firecracker plus rock plus firecracker to get a lantern or something. I know there's like not a lot of ingredients in subterranean that can be turned into like the lantern slash flashbang type of items, so I don't know, that square might be kind of hard.
I am not even sure if there's any water grabs in subterranean, so the only way you can go for is crafting with the limited equipment you have over there.
Yeah, no, hopefully they stored one in their stomach. I have not been looking closely enough to see if that was the case or not. But we will see what goes on Pubblebonk's screen. Meanwhile, yeah, Supervillain Joe is continuing to make their way to Outskirts area. They're a little bit behind Kochi, who's also going to Outskirts at the moment. But of course, the reason for that is Supervillain Joe is going for a lot of different squares in farm arrays. And even considering that, they're not very far behind, so... Joe is definitely playing very strong this match. To help make up for some of the early deaths that Erie had at the beginning of the match, so strong performance so far, it seems.
Seems like the red team is going for Outskirts, both of them. They are not trying to contest subterranean.
Oh yeah, true. Erie's... Yeah, in the... Oh, they're crafting something. Oh, Beehive? Okay. Might be trying to experiment, I think.
Oh.
But, yeah.
Kochi died, even though...
No.
They are back in farmer. And they
No.
need Karma Farm or Passage to get out, because that's Karma 2, I think, to get out.
Oh, I always just assumed that gate was Karma 1, but... Oh yeah, you're right, it is Karma 2, so that's kind of rough for Kochi, yeah. Yeah, so I saw Erie earlier was touching the Farmery's Pearl up there, and so... Probably stored it in their stomach, and will maybe think about going to Shoreline later on to deliver that to Moon.
Look at that goal. If they are if they are going for that goal, bingo wise, which line would they go for?
I mean, to be honest, if I were in this situation, I'd just like keep going for random goals until like a clear bingo line shows up. I mean, that's what I would do, just because like, yeah, everything's just like scattered around.
I just realized Joe has a grapple worm.
Yo, no way. We love to see it.
They just need 2 explosives and... Okay, that also And it's
Dang,
it's a
that was
goal.
pretty. That was pretty fire, actually. I love that.
And are they going to feed it to the slug pup? Nope.
No food for the slug pup. Does not get breakfast today or something. Oh, Tesla's saying pup cannot maul worm, so maybe
Actually-
that's what it is.
Actually, I'm not sure, but the grapple might have clipped out of bounds from the explosive, since I didn't see Joe grabbing it either. And they
Yeah,
still
that
need
could have.
food.
Yeah, I know when you bomb creatures near a like corner like that, sometimes they do clip out of bounds. So might be right.
Oh, there's a perfect opportunity for Kochi to tame that ping with a scav corpse.
Oh, true. Actually, if they were able to pull it off,
Yeah.
then that might be good. Put blue team ahead a little bit.
Yeah, the only unfortunate part is that that pink is injured. They have a spear in their back. Oh, Joe is taming the pink with the slug pup.
No shot, really? That's like child cruelty right there. I can't believe that.
That's why they kept the child.
Oh my god, is that a king vulture? And wait, there's a king vulture in outskirts as gourmand? I genuinely did not know that. That is like
That
scary.
is definitely, especially when you are tired.
Yeah, no, that's just gourmand in a nutshell. It's tough gameplay. Okay, I'm seeing Eerie crafted a mushroom room over there.
They are making slow but sure progress on it.
Yeah, very, very slow. It's definitely like a time investment to craft 6 whole mushrooms, because that's like, 6 rocks you gotta grab, 6 bat flies. If you use other ingredients, like, might need more items to craft one mushroom, like, kind of depends.
Yeah. Hobobong had the mushrooms and they are shattering infiltration.
Yo, fire? Okay.
It will be interesting to see if they are going for the other subterranean goals or are they exiting subterranean either through drainage or pipeyard, since both of them are having goals.
That's
Which
true.
would
Oh
be
my
the
god.
preferred.
Yo, Kochi is crafting flashbangs in outskirts. Oh my god, we love to see that. Using the blue fruit plus the rock combo is like, oh, it's one of my favorites. I love that being mentioned. Oh, there's a red lizard over there. The spooky, scary guy.
Give the flashbangs.
Just blind the red lizard and run past him. Hopefully Kochi is being able to escape in time. Okay, so
If they can manage to get the other side to craft the remaining flashbangs and shatter before Joe gets also there, since they are head to head right now.
oh, that is true actually, yeah. There's like so many blue fruits and outskirts that flashbang goal is like super easy, which is in stark contrast to, of course, farm arrays where they started, where there's not very many blue fruits at all, and so crafting the flashbangs is considerably harder. Eerie, oh, no, the blue lizard that they were running away from caught up to Eerie and bit them. This is another sad situation
Not
to
even
see
bad.
for it. Yeah. I see Pubblebank is in Subterranean right now. They might be thinking about going to Filtration. Actually, probably not. They're probably just going to Shoreline at the moment. Oh, they could also craft. And they could craft flashbangs, but I mean, if Kochi's already going for that square, then probably not. Oh my god, the triple square from... Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, the
flashbangs. Stealing the flashbang goal from the blue team.
Oh dang. That was a very rough situation for blue team. Oh yeah, and I remember that Joe had gotten the like kill grapple worm with a bomb like way earlier when they were like behind the Farmerays gate, so kind of insane that they like went all of that distance without hibernating until now. But either way, again, very scary situation for blue team, and they'll probably start having to think about blocking the bingo for that column B, which neither square is like, I guess, super easy to grab, so it'd be a tough thing to do to block that bingo.
But on the contrary, the other team also has to do those 2 hard goals to get the bingo.
True, true. Maybe like even Kochi just focuses on like kill points in one cycle, perhaps, just because like there are white squid katas in outskirts, but they're kind of difficult to grab in my experience, because sometimes they just like fly away, and they're also kind of like on the opposite side of outskirts from where Kochi is right now. But yeah, they are just going for points right now, just Goomba stomping the green lizard, just climbing the pole over and over again, and then just crushing them. Oh my lord, that's funny.
It's always funny to see when Gourmand is just crushing the creatures from the top of the poles.
Or like another one of my favorite things is Gourmand is, yeah. It definitely depends on like the room that you're in, whether you can do this or not, but you could also like have a grapple worm and then just like Goomba stomp them and then grapple up and Goomba stomp them again and just keep doing that. Like, I remember there's one time I was playing like Rubicon as Gourmand, and there's like a red centipede that I just like Goomba stomped to death like that at the start of every cycle. It was...
That sounds funny.
Yeah. Gourmand is just a silly goober like that.
Yeah, that's why we love Gourmand. The goober.
Yo, Erie's making it past the room that they had trouble with earlier, so this is very good to see. Continuing on their way to the outskirts gate, it seems.
If I were in Erie's place, I would grab a white squid Geda.
Oh, very true, actually, yeah. So they do spawn like right next to... Yeah.
Yeah, the only problem is that they are on the lowest karma, so they need to shatter twice in order to, for the first place, leave Farmerays and then to enter Industrial.
Yeah, we'll see what they decide to do, but that is a potential option if they are aware of it. Of course, again, red team's in a very strong position, so I'm more worried about what blue team is thinking about doing here. I see Kochi is highlighting the Squid Kata square on their cursor, so they're probably heading over to the Squid Kata spawns, and we'll think about going through maybe like Industrial into somewhere else, or really like wherever they choose to go. But
for that, first they need to find that elusive one white squid Geda in outskirts.
Yeah, I've been trying to think of this whole time about what Pubblebank has maybe been going for. I see, okay, Supervillain Joe just locked in the Karma Flowers goal, so once again, Joe is just kind of zooming through most of these regions and taking a lot of these goals for Red Team single-handedly, including Karma Flowers, which means that now, next time Joe comes across a Karma Flower, they are completely free to just like combine it with a bomb or something and then make like a fire egg or a singularity bomb even. and get either of those 2 goals.
Really want to see the singularity bomb goal be completed.
The silly
Match.
center square, yeah.
Because since they are out of the starting region, now all of them, voucher grabs are more frequent to come through, and crafting singularity bombs is not that difficult in my opinion. And
Oh,
it will be
awesome
funny
sauce.
oh,
Yo, Pobblebonk blocked
Bonk is
the bingo on square
bingo.
B. Must have been all the green lizards that
Now
they were Goomba stomping earlier, but yeah, you love to see it. So now that puts red team in a little bit of a hairier situation. They will have to fight a little bit harder in order to end this match once and for all.
because there's still a possible bingo line for the blue team, and they cannot win by majority until they are blocking that.
Oh, that's true. The diagonal line. That's crazy that that line is like the bottom left to top right diagonal is still technically open for blue team. And if Kochi decides to go for the Squid Kata and outskirts, then that might put them in a good position. They were able to tussle with that drop wig earlier without dying, so this is very good. Meanwhile,
Bonk
Joe
is going
is
for the kill. Bonk is going for the kill goal.
oh, the
further
kill points.
reinforcing
Okay.
the diagonal.
Oh yeah, just stab them with the spears. Which, I mean, I'm trying to think if there's any way to make like spore puffs in this room nearby. I know there's some mushrooms that are kind of far to the left, and it could be possible to like craft mushroom plus rock to get a spore puff. Was one way to do, like kill the centipedes, but it looks like they're traveling onto shoreline and maybe trying to get like the deliver pearl goal or something. So
Probably. Kochi is passaging in place to gain karma.
awesome sauce. Maybe they are thinking about the squid kata goal after all.
Possibly. Also, have to think about Bonk was going for the kill goals, and in shoreline there's not that many creatures which are that easy to kill, since they are under the water and water is breaking your fall. So you're not
Oh, that's yeah.
much damage.
That's very true. Yeah, I do agree that subterranean would have been better for like points goal. So we'll have to see if this this decision turns out to be like turn out in their favor, or maybe they like we're trying to think of the shoreline goal and then just maybe took too long to get like the kill points. But we will see what red team decides to do in the meantime while Pobblebonk is doing that and Kochi is making their way through outskirts once again. Erie also in
Joe
outskirts,
is
so
heading to
yeah.
shade. Joe is going to shade it. I assume they are going to grab the echo and therefore
Yeah,
blocking the diagonal.
Probably. I guess Pobblebonk is also on the way to the shaded echo, sort of. Because I know, like, you go, if you go too shaded from shoreline area, then you're basically, like, right there on top of the guy, so.
Joe is having a pretty big advantage on him. It will be an interesting race to see.
Yeah, I know that Joe, so far this match, has been very fast going through all the different regions of the game, so there's a very strong possibility that they will block off this bingo before blue team can get over there. So, very scary race situation to find yourself a part of. So,
bad situation.
Yeah, true enough. And then at that point, like, as soon as red blocks off the bingo, like you said, it's hard for blue to come back and like get a majority of squares just because they're pretty far behind at this point. It's difficult to recover from a situation like this.
They are losing the shaded goal. It's just going to be going for the scraps and trying to get everything else at that point.
Yeah,
Because
honestly, yeah.
Red team is currently sitting on 9 goals, while the blue team is only having 3.
That's true. And I mean, I guess Pobblebonk is like pretty close to it because really the gate is only like a few rooms away. So this could be either team's game, I feel, for getting that shaded echo. Yeah, I
Also,
imagine.
It really depends on how much karma does each player has currently. If they are having 5 karma, both of them, then it's really just a race.
Yeah, that's true. I know that. Yeah.
Otherwise, grind.
Yeah, Joe's completely skipping that karma flower. Doesn't want to waste their time on any other goals. Did not want to use it for crafting a fire egg or nothing.
Not yet, at least.
Not yet. I'm still hoping to see the the most like impressive vulture grub kill of all time.
Oh, Pobblebonk is going for the kills, the 3 points. But will that be the deciding point in the race to get the echo or not?
Yeah, very, very true. I see Kochi is looking for the white squid kata and is having trouble finding them. Probably it wandered to like a different room or flew up high up into the air, as the squid katas often do. This is a very annoying mechanic. They just like will spawn in a room, and then as soon as they see like a threat in the room, they'll just like fly up in the air and just never come back down again. So Kochi definitely experiencing that struggle right now. Hopefully they're able to collect it at some point. Eerie dying to a king vulture at the beginning of Industrial Complex, while I think trying to get like a popcorn plant or something. So very unfortunate death on their part. Oh, they are right there, so it's not the worst thing in the world. But still kind of, yeah.
Unfortunately, it's just painful.
It's just the most like evil monster ever. Like they just come down on you and then just like throw a spear at you. It's like if scavengers had wings and were like more diabolical or something. I don't know. Evil creature.
Whatever.
Yeah, oh my gosh, Joe and Pobblebonk are actually like basically neck and neck. I think Joe's a little bit closer, so he has a bit of an advantage in the race, I think. Pobblebonk does have to cross this like long room.
Both of them need to activate the echo first, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Pobblebonk eating that karma flower again. Doesn't want to focus on anything other than just trying to get this echo goal as fast as possible. Still, I think it's like good foresight on both Joe and Erie's part to be able to notice that there was that diagonal bingo still available to blue team, because the diagonal bingos are always like the hardest ones to see that like, oh, it's still available to the other team, because you think, oh, we have like squares all over the place, so surely we have everything blocked. I do see Erie actually was crafting a singularity bomb in Industrial Complex, so there's only one thing that could possibly be using that for later on. Which, oh yeah, are there vulture grubs that spawn in this room as Gourmand? The shelter room that they're sitting in right there? Okay, I'm looking at the map and it says no.
Isn't that a
I
dead
know-
vulture grab? And
I don't think it
Or
spawns
no?
as Gourmand actually.
which
They
is
probably
being
brought,
chased?
yeah, they probably brought one from another region, I bet. They're
Run, go,
trying to.
run.
It keeps falling down onto the floor, bro. Here he's just like struggling to put it right in the tunnel. Okay, there it goes. And then, oh, here it is. Just give it a little bit of time, and they'll get this. Yeah, here it is. The one and only, the singularity bomb kill. Goodbye, vulture grub.
Did it just not count?
Did it not? Did it not
It
count?
did not count.
Oh, what the heck?
It did not count. Oh no.
Okay, that might have been, yeah, might have been a weird interaction. I wonder if it's like by the game's logic, like it depends on whether you kill it by like hitting it with the bomb or kill it from like the, I guess, it getting sucked in and then blasted or something. Like, I don't know. There's probably some weird in-game interaction like that. Either way, I think the game master will probably be looking at that and deciding whether to just lock that square in for red team anyway, like manually speaking. So, because that was very much like hitting the singularity bomb to the vulture grub. So we might see that square manually filled in for red team here soon.
I would assume it would lock in automatically, like, you know, when you're doing the vulture cheese, when you have to kill creatures with the, you know, you need to hit the vulture with the spear before you are knocking them off.
Yeah. There's some weird in-game interactions like that. But yeah, it looks like that game master decided that, yeah, that was just weird game bug, and so decided to lock that square in for red team. But with that, there are in fact no more available squares for blue team. So it really is just a game for getting 13 squares as fast as possible. Or red team gets a bingo first. I mean, either one.
Bingo or 3 more goals for red team. Which they are being close to a bingo. In the third row, they are only missing 2 goals, but neither of them being close enough for Subterranean to complete that one.
Yeah, at this point, like red team, yeah.
Shady Deco has been obtained.
Dang.
2 more
Very,
goals.
yeah. Very unfortunate that blue team was not able to lock that in before Joe was able to just like come in from like the opposite side of Shaded Citadel and just steal it from right under blue team's nose. That's gotta feel pretty bad, honestly, to have like one bingo opportunity and then not be able to go from there. So it looks like, I'm guessing blue team probably forfeited the match after that last bingo was taken, because it is a fairly one-sided bingo match at this point. So
Kochi went out with a bang, the singularity bomb.
oh my god, the best Rain World item. Bro, I love explosions, they're so funny.
We had a lot of explosions this match. There was a lot of blowing up things.
I did really appreciate that one of the last goals that was filled in was the singularity bomb kill goal for Vulture Grub. Very, very silly square.
My day has been satisfied with that.
Awesome sauce. Pobblebonk going and meeting the Echo after all, so of course was not able to get it before Joe did, but was able to like make it there nonetheless, whatever, like after the match ends. So the "you have no name" echo. So that's the echo that just like starts off with "you have no name." Is their first line of dialogue.
Interesting. Yeah. But anyways, very well played by both of the teams. It was a really good match.
Very good effort. I'm glad I could commentate this match and blab about a few of my favorite crafting combos here, and just like converse with the like Twitch chat audience about like brainstorming where players could like go and stuff like that. So I had fun this match, at least, and I'm glad both teams were able to just like come together and enjoy a day of Rain World Bingo together. Because at the end of the day, this tournament is about having fun competitively, but hopefully having a good time. So
I definitely had a good time spectating this match.
yeah, so anyway, I don't know if there's any more matches scheduled right now, but yeah, we will see you all in the future at some point, probably like a few days from now, depending on when the next bingo match gets scheduled. But I hope everyone has a fabulous rest of their day and is doing all right overall.
Bye everyone.
Yep. All right, goodbye everyone. Take care.